But I was broke. I was borrowing money to buy a ticket to go to preach. And there was a man. I don't know whether Pastor Benny, you know this man. He went to be with the Lord. His name was Benson, IDahosa. Benny IDahosa. We were preaching in the same meeting in North Carolina. Both of us had the same spiritual father, Dr. T.L. Osborne. So he organized the meeting for us. The issue is, I had no money. I was broke. So I went to that meeting. Actually, it was a pastor who was leading whatever faith organization in that place. Me and IDahosa, we were only black people in that church. Everybody was white. I preached in the morning. They gave me a love offering on a check. You know, when you give a Ugandan a check, when you don't have a bank account, what are you going to do with it? So I finished. IDahosa came in the evening. The whole place was packed. He preached. Then he turned around and said, everybody's going to give $1,000. I thought he was raising offering for me. He said, we're going to build this church. My mindset as an African, I said, why would he raise money for white people? Poverty mentality is so bad. Because you always think it's about me. He said, you should be helping me. I'm a fellow African. And he turned around and said, we are starting with Uganda. I said, you are joking. Uganda who? He said, you're going to be the first one to give. I said, I don't have the money. He said, you're giving. Then he turned on me. He said, you're the one keeping Africa in poverty. You're giving $1,000. I said, I don't have it. He said, you have it. I thought the pastor told him. So all of a sudden, I switched from English. I started quarreling in Luganda. Because English, you can't quarrel much. The man is Nigerian, doesn't know Luganda. He turned around and said, you are quarreling, but you're going to give it. And he was a big guy. I was 21 years old. This was my life. So he told everybody to give. A lady came to give me $800 that I may add on. And when that happened, IDahosa got the money. He threw it back in the eyes of the lady. He said, you don't have the power to deliver this man. He has to sow a seed by himself. Now the lady began to share. Either by intimidation or by anointing. I thought she's going to die. And I said, they're going to arrest us. That these black people killed an old woman. So I was also either afraid or fear. I put out the check. Endorsed it to the church and I gave it. But in my heart I said, after service, I'm going to ask IDahosa to give me back my money. Because I have no money. We all rejoiced. They went home. I thought IDahosa was going to give me my money. Pastor Benny, early morning he left. When we woke up, I was stuck. I have no money. IDahosa is gone. I shouted, IDahosa is not a man of God. The pastor looked at me and said, huh? What are you talking about? He's a man of God. I didn't tell him the story. Pastor Woodrow Walker, Atlanta, Georgia. He saw me, he said, I've been looking for you. Can you come to my church? So we went to his church. I preached Sunday.
Nabulira ku Sunday.
I tell the people, they put me in a presidential suite. That was my first time.
Ne banteeka mu presidential suite mu hotel gwe gwasookera ddala.
And what happened was,
ekyaddirira kyali,
after 7 days,
oluvannyuma ennaku 7,
miracles had happened.
ebyamagero byali bituuseewo.
The church made a party for me.
Ekkanisa n'enkolera pate.
They gave me 3 envelopes.
Ne bampa ebbaasa 3.
$3,000
emu ng'erimu $3,000
for my ticket.
sa tiketi yange y'ennyonyi.
$7,000
ebbaasa endala ng'erimu $7.
cash, my offering.
Ensonga kiweebwayo kyange.
We were building that building.
Twali tusimba ekkanisa eyo.
They gave me a check of $25,000.
Ne bampa ne cheque endala ya $2.2.
When I got hold of it,
bwe nazikwata zonna
I
ebbaasa
shouted,
nawogganira waggulu.
IDahosa is a man of
Tigala
God.
IDahosa musajja wa Katonda.
And the pastor said, yeah.
Omusumba n'agamba kituufu.
By the way,
Ate
he
n'omanyi
came back.
yakomye nawo.
He was preaching at Chapel Hill.
Abadde abulira ku Chapel Hill.
Can I call him?
Mukubire.
Then I remembered
Ne
he
nzijukira.
will be asking for my money.
Ajja kunsaba ssente zange
I
zonna.
said, no, don't call him.
Nebba tomukubira.
But that was the turning point
Eyo yali enkyukakyuka
in my life.
mu bulamu bwange.